Wild Shape is an iconic ability of the D&D Druid class. Many associate druids with turning into animals, almost like lycanthropes, but in a more controlled manner. In GURPS, it is easy to make such an ability. Just use alternate form if you can transform into one specific beast, or morph with accessibility animals only -25% to be able to transform into any animal. However, there are some problems. When you transform, you change racial templates, not your entire character. Animals typically have a very low racial template point cost, deep in the negatives, but that's because they have huge IQ penalties and many other mentality-related disadvantages. These penalties and disadvantages should be removed when you transform, so the adjusted racial template almost always has a positive character point cost, even if the animal is something small like a rat. This means that if you are a human with a 0-point racial template, then you have to pay extra points to cover the difference between the templates, and it could be a significant amount if your wild shape is a bear or something like that. If you are using alternative rules such as decoupled perception and will from IQ, or knowing your own strength, then animal templates become much more expensive. If you play D&D, you probably remember that using wild shape, you could become a combat monster. In GURPS, however, even if you transform into something like a bear that will have strong attacks, you will still be fighting unarmed, which means that fighting against armed opponents often is a death sentence. If your animal form is weaker, something like a wolf, then you would probably be better in combat if you stayed in your human form and wielded a club. One of the cases when transforming into an animal to improve your combat capabilities is valid is underwater combat. Being a shark or an octopus is much better than being a human with a sword when you are underwater. What you should not forget is that transformation takes 10 seconds. That's a long time, and you might want to decrease it by applying reduced time to your shape-shifting advantage. You also lose your gear, so you might want to take can carry objects or absorptive change. How do you use wild shape effectively then? In my opinion, wild shape in GURPS would be more of a utility advantage. It could make you stealthy, nobody would think that a stray cat is suspicious, and you would be able to sneak into any urban place. It could allow you to traverse various obstacles. A monkey form would let you climb and brachiate. A fish form would allow you to move and breathe underwater. And a bird form would allow you to fly, which is great. Finally, many of the animal forms are faster than humans, so you might want to use your wild shape to chase somebody down, escape danger, or simply cover long distances quickly. Finally, if you remember D&D, you probably know that a wild shape sometimes lets you transform not into an animal, but into an elemental, plant, dragon, or even undead. These cases are significantly different, as they could be a valid way to both increase your combat capabilities and gain access to more unique abilities, but they are undoubtedly more expensive than normal animal forms. And that is it. Have you ever played a character who can transform into an animal? How did it go? Everything I said in this video is just speculation because I have no first-hand experience playing a shape-shifting character, so feel free to tell me that I'm wrong. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.